Hi there, how you doing? It's Adrian McGivern here. I'm just taking a few minutes to make this very short introduction video to help you understand better what marketing is and how your business could benefit from it. It's often thought of in negative terms that marketing is simply a waste of money and it's only for big businesses and that you don't need to do marketing at all. Anyway, with that said, get straight into it. What is marketing? Well, it might be easier to tell you what it's not. Marketing is not just advertising. A lot of business owners think that marketing is simply putting an ad in the paper or making a few flyers to advertise your business. But advertising on its own is one aspect of marketing and not the other way around. They're not the same thing at all. Marketing is everything that you do to attract customers, leads, inquiries, referrals, repeat business into your business. So it's everything you do to attract customers. Um, we often think, as I said, that advertising is simply limited, or marketing is simply limited to advertising. But the bigger picture is, marketing is anything that you do, from big businesses and medium-sized businesses who do TV advertising and billboards, sponsorship of sports teams, pictures on the backs of buses. That's all marketing. Down to what most small businesses will be more familiar with might be to making sales calls, so calling out to see prospective customers. If if you sell into business to business, if you're selling to the public, it could be putting flyers and business cards and coffee shops and notice boards around your community. It could be many of us would have a website, and a website on its own is an aspect of marketing, but there's different means of promoting that website, such as getting listed in Google Maps, being spending some money on Google AdWords, paid advertising on Google AdWords, or display advertising. From Facebook, having a Facebook business page and posting to it, to interact with your customers is marketing. As is, if a lot of people will be familiar with boosting a post on their business page. So we pay a few pounds to try and get more people to see your post on Facebook. Another aspect of Facebook advertising, which most people aren't familiar with, is paid advertising. So it's actually running sponsored ads in Facebook. Another form would be if you're doing cold calling, outbound phone sales would be an aspect of marketing that many of us are familiar with and maybe leaves us with a bit of a sour taste. We've got the phone calls from the mobile phone companies, or if you have if you run a fleet of vans or trucks in your business or cars, you probably have phone calls from companies who supply fuel. Insurance companies would often make outbound cold calls. So they're all aspects of marketing that they're trying to do to create business opportunities, create sales opportunities. Another thing that marketing is good for, and I suppose it's not very often thought about, is it can be used to repel unsuitable customers or repel unsuitable inquiries. So if you're selling an expensive product, or what you consider a high quality product that you might not consider it expensive, you might think that you're actually providing very good value. You'll always attract inquiries or prospects who want it for less, who want it for less than maybe what you can afford to sell it for. So marketing can be used to help repel those types of inquiries, which are otherwise a waste of your time and resources, a distraction. Marketing can be used as a tool to position you in the market. So what I mean by that is, in any industry or any niche in an industry, there's a range of suppliers or competitors, from the very cheap at one end to the very expensive and premium at the other end, and everyone in between. So I don't know where your position is in that market, but marketing can be used to establish and to bolster your position, to justify, or help to justify your price and your to put forward your quality of your product or your service. So it can be used for positioning. Um, Marketing also, really what it does is it delivers opportunities to sales. So even a small business, you might think that you are the business owner, the person who makes the sale, who delivers the product. You're operating on your own and you're trying to do everything alone. So you might not consider that you have a marketing aspect and the sales aspect. You may think that it's all the one, but sometimes it's useful to try and mentally separate the two aspects. That what you do in the marketing of your business really creates the opportunities for you to sell, because sales on its own can be push, 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 where marketing helps to attract people to you, and it can also be used to bolster or to support your outbound sales or your push aspect of your sales. So it's not, certainly if you think of it in those terms, it's definitely not a waste of time or a waste of money. Many of us would think that the money aspect is more important than the time aspect, but without being smart about it, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. So there's two things to be considered. Last thing I want to say on this is there's a quote that I like, and I'm not trying to be all flowery by producing a quote, but the guy who might be considered the father of modern marketing, Peter Drucker, said that any business, the two aspects of the business that are most important is marketing and innovation, and everything else is deliverable. But if you think about it that way, the marketing is the thing that creates opportunities. It basically finds a niche that you can occupy in a market, and one that you can do so profitably, or you want to do so profitably. And so marketing creates the opportunities and supports the attraction of customers to you. And innovation is the other part that he said. Innovation can be considered in terms of your product or service, trying to make your business different so that you're not being compared to on price, and also innovation in terms of marketing. So thinking of different ways of attracting people to you. So it's not, you might think that you're in a particular industry and you look at what everybody else does and you think that you probably should be doing the same. So if everyone else is advertising in the newspaper, you think that you should probably advertise in the newspaper. But there's, maybe thinking outside of the box of this well-worn term, but thinking differently, might be the way to separate yourself from the herd. Anyway, that's really what I want to say. The last thing is, it's probably a good idea at this point to think about what marketing that you do for your business, and maybe take a few minutes and make a list of the different things. So do you do outbound sales? Do you do cold calling? Do you do advertising? And if so, make a list of the different forms of advertising that you do, and all the different ways that you might, if you actively seek referrals. So what do you do to look for referrals? If you actively seek repeat business, what is it that you're actually doing to get repeat business? And everyone would say that they do, doing a good job is the best form of marketing. Yes, it is a very important form of marketing, but on its own, you're leaving everything to chance. So this little series of videos is to help you to think about the other opportunities that exist that might help you, and to help stop you thinking about leaving everything to chance, and that there are low cost, effective forms of marketing that you could be doing for your business, and that everything that you do, think about it in terms of return on investment. So you may think that ROI is for big businesses, that it's only a cost, but if you think about marketing as a vending machine, that's probably the best way of describing it. That if you think about it, every time you put a pound into the vending machine or a euro into the vending machine, your marketing should bring back multiples of that. So if you think about, wouldn't you like to be able to put a pound into a vending machine that gives you £10 back, or put a euro into a vending machine that gives you £10 back? That'd be a nice thing to have. Well, marketing is your money vending machine, and if we stop doing what everyone else does, just for a short, give yourself enough time to think about what you're doing, where you're spending your money, and think about maybe testing different opportunities and finding things that will drive more, maybe better quality customers, or drive more sales, or drive more repeat sales or referrals. That can all be considered a money vending machine. So marketing that makes you money. So that's really it for now. See you in the next video.